cause any trouble on a break?
I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the tower. The view from up there must be breathtaking.
We want to find a place to stay while we're here. I've heard that the Hotel Voli is top-notch.
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers. Again! Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh, my lord. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to CeltCorps. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst. I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with me father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. That's why I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again. That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okaribo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. Normally, yes, but in this case, Mr. Okaribo has put me in a real bind. Mr. Okaribo owes a substantial debt to CeltCorps. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. You'd be willing to help out? That's awfully kind of you. No, you've got it all wrong. Saburo, Mr. Okaribo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? It's a substantial amount of credits. I couldn't allow you to do that. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. That poor man. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills. For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set up by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work. Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of CeltCorps. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you. Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad. Tough city. You watch yourself out there.
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's neon.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
If you want to talk, you'll have to schedule an appointment.
What do you want to do for the break?
Are you supposed to be here?
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here. It's been non-stop interruptions since this morning, and I'm not spending another break at my desk listening.
I'm glad I
to
ended up at
with his mouth
CeltCorps.
open.
Ms. McKenna treats her employees like family.
More like one of those months. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to Terra Brew right now.
Yeah? I'll go with you.
Whoa.
We can pick up an extra for
working here.
Chloe if she asks.
Make sure you check every entry. There might be some embedded data we could use to our advantage. Up something you might be interested in.
Don't make my job. People joke, so those Ryujin zealots worship us.
Now is the time to safety is almost guaranteed. Screams and information.
Need something? I got the memo from Imogene to add you to the system. So it sounds like congratulations are in order. You must have really nailed that interview. Well, with an attitude like that, you'll certainly fit in here. Anyway, just wanted to welcome you to the dysfunctional family.
I heard about your run-in with Tomo.
This report isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's
Can
a
I help
stickler
you?
for details.
And that's what I was afraid of. I just hate accessing the Combatech database. It's anxiety-inducing.
I know what you mean, but that's your missing piece right there.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report? Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand. Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. That's the motivational mentality our executives love to hear. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.